Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. If you're longing for days of some kind of mid-range paladin decks, you don't want to play the pure aggro or Odd Paladin, and you don't want to go for those control OTK builds, then Even Paladin might just be the deck for you. And in Rastakhan's Rumble, Even Paladin actually got some upgrades, thanks to Spirit of the Tiger. Stealth for one turn after you cast a spell, summon a tiger with stats equal to its cost. And Spirit of the Tiger is a great fit for Even Paladin, because Even Paladin has always liked buff. You have that 1 mana hero power, so you have easy, cheap buff targets, so what's there not to like? Blessing of Kings, 2 copies. Spikerid Steed, 2 copies. Avenging Wrath is not a buff, but it's still a big spell, 2 copies. Even Paladin in Rastakhan's Rumble has given up on Valanir and Saronite Chaingang and trying to get these combos right, in favor of just getting some pure vanilla stats on the board, while you're casting spells anyway. Thanks to its stealth, Spirit of the Tiger is also an excellent target for Blessing of Kings or Spikerid Steed itself. So you play that, it's stealth, then next turn slap a steed on it, slap a blessing on it, great stuff. The second new card that is included in this deck is perhaps the best card in the entire set. Mojo Master Zihi. Battlecry, set each player to 5 mana crystals. And when you're playing this sort of mid-range deck, you're quite confident in your ability to play that mid-game mana situation. But you might feel a little bit bad about all the Void Lords and Guldans and Zul'jins and Ultimate Infestations and stuff like that that might come out when you hit that 9-10 mana. But Mojo Master Zihi allows you to rewind time and get each player back down to 5 mana crystals, so you avoid all of that nasty stuff. And you can continue to play the game, the mid-game, where you want to be. Other than that, the deck has not underwent really any changes. It's a Corpse Taker build. Corpse Taker builds are just good. And especially when you have buffs in the deck, so if Corpse Taker gets Wind Fury, which it would get from Wind Fury Harpy in this case, then Wind Fury and buffs and boom, hit face, very nice things can be done. Also with lifesteal on Corpse Taker, some life gain from True Silver Champion means that you can do some really sweet things with the Glass Knight. And check out the last game in this video, that will really showcase the strengths of the Knight. And if your opponent is starting to get some defenses up, then you always have Equality Consecration for one-sided board clear, which then will allow you to push more face damage, or Equality Avenging Wrath, probably clears up the board and hits face a little bit at the same time. It is simply a very solid on-curve deck that's able to apply pressure and keep it up throughout the game. If you enjoy this content, remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Even Paladin in action. Not even keep the spirit. Let's see. Callan, do I need Mojo Master Zihi? Mojo Master Zihi is the best card in the new set, at least so far. This is a preliminary assessment, because we're not very deep into the expansion yet. But Mojo Master is probably the best card in the entire set, so yeah, I suppose you will want Mojo Master. Mojo Master is like the Ziliax or the Lich King of this set. It's just Mojos and it masters. There can't be 10,000 Legend players this season already. Really? Are there 10,000 Legend players already? Wow. That doesn't usually... I mean, last season I got Legend like after 2 weeks and I got into like 1,000. The redemption here. Yeah, could be new expansion hype. Intriguing. I'm going playing the Corpse Taker and hitting one of these in. Do people play dragons in Earth Warrior? Yes, so are they do. All of them right now play dragons. Yes. That was weird. But 5 damage isn't that great. I need to hit a couple of these in. Then play the Glass Knight. could have maybe hit just one. Kinda hard to say. Does he have a second shield slam? Or a flurry here? Flurry is good. Warrior is difficult to challenge. Now there would be an opening to play the spirit. Because he just used a flurry. I actually think I want to do this. No, this was probably... I needed to do this before the spirit. I'm sorry, I messed it up. I was so focused on talking. Obviously I needed to do this before the spirit. That would have been correct. Because now he's going to kill the 1/1. On the other hand, he is not going to believe that I actually did that. So it might be fine anyway. He might have silence in that deck, or he might not. I'd wager he does not, because so many people have got silence for some inexplicable reason. But there will be some stuff like brawls and things like that. Nasty things, really. Remember how bad the Odd Warrior into Token Druid matchup is? Yeah, but now you have the Scorchers. So now you have a lot more stuff. I suppose this is an Avenging Wrath turn, really. There may be a brawl, but what can I do about that? My options of playing around it are limited. And this one was the first minion summoned, so if this one dies... Okay, he found a silence. He does run silence. But now, if this one dies, it gets re-summoned. Because of the secret. It has to win the brawl for him to win. It actually won the brawl. If this one lost the brawl, I would have got it back without the silence. If it didn't win the brawl, I would have got it back without the silence. Having Windfear in this can potentially do something. Can it really do enough? I think I'll use the Blessing here. Activate this minion. There's potential for more damage from this next turn, but I think this was okay. He might use a Roaster on this. If this one didn't win the brawl, I would have been in a perfect position. I have just 11 damage here. Well, it still would not have been enough with the... Then he can have something like a Dino Medic, if I play Equality Consecration here. But if I don't, he's going to get a lot of cards. What are the odds that he has a Dino Medic and he hasn't played it yet? It's possible. I think we're still going for it. Let's see what happens. It's the best I can do, I think. Although hero power and board clear means that he would be at 8, and I only have 6 reach. Well, now he's definitely looking for those Dino Medics. Or Ziliaxes. Or... $15. But... Well, that's just really weak. I'll kill him with the top deck card. Let's induce some pain. I don't think I'm keeping Zihi. I'm still more thinking that it's going to be Tzu than that it's going to be even. Even though the last Warlock I played against was actually an even lock. Which I was extremely surprised by. But I found the equality. Equality is what you need to beat the even lock. So we got the first piece. It's going to be Tzu. Alright. Rock on. I mean, it could be like a Control Warlock, but who would play Control Warlock here? In before Gnome Ferrado. Seriously? Really? Really seriously? Aww. I didn't see that coming. He can kill my Spirit of the Tiger. My beautiful spirit. And he kept another card too, so he could have a Hellfire out there. I need to go in the Corpse Taker. He might still Hellfire this. And if he Hellfires this, then I play the Spirit. He could also Spellstone this though.
Let's stash that away.
More Defile. Well, Defile saves the Hellfire. That was actually really convenient. I still have to play the Spirit now. I mean, it's not like I'm going to challenge him into a very long game. Callan, wait, you actually have 38 viewers right now. I don't know, I haven't checked. Does it matter? I mean, it's still the same show, no matter how many viewers there are. Need to play the Blessing of Kings here. And hit face, obviously. I might as well Hero Power, I don't think it hurts at all. In order to get Partner, you would have to have an average viewership of 75. And because all viewers don't come immediately, in practice that means I would have to have more than 100 viewers. Simultaneous viewers in order to get to Partner. So, we're still far from there. He's going to get a board clear next turn. I can't help it. That's still the best I can do. Hellfire Defile, for example. I'll still do the 1/1. No silence. If he wants to start playing the seals, start playing the seals. I don't mind that. I'm not winning this game if he gets a chance to play all the seals. I want to silence Voidlord and push face. The only question I'm thinking here is, do I play Tarim now? And I think the answer is yes. I do play Tarim now. And I'll probably play Tsihi next turn to delay any Voidlords. Unless he has the weapon here. Lost the Blessing of Kings, okay. So I want to play the Tsihi. Tarim is going down. Can't help that. Is it Tsihi time? Alternatives. Argent Commander push face. It's Tsihi time. I can't play around Defile. No. And then we hit face. This is the line. Hero Power first to Congo. Well, you do get to keep the crystals. The full crystals you had, so you can play them after Tsihi. It doesn't matter, the order. So yeah, I could have played this Kangor after Tsihi. I would have been at 2 out of 5. But now, how are you going to fight against this? He had the Defile. But I had no way to play around the Defile because he had a Librarian anyway on the board. He had the one on the board. He could have a Spellstone. He can use Librarian Spellstone. I still think it has to be the Argent Commander here. Spellstone is bad for me now. Yeah, he might have been able to stabilize. Double Defile did it. Double Defile is really strong against this deck, of course. If he didn't have a Librarian on board, I would not have used Hero Power, because then I would have avoided that position. Hydrologist is not strong enough. I need to play the Harpy. But now he can have a Spellstone. Last turn he had a Siphon Soul, or he can have Twisting Nether. Yeah, I think he's stabilized. Too bad. Unless I top deck an Avenging Wrath. Oh, he had a big Spellstone. Well, then even top deck Avenging Wrath is not enough. And I lost my Silence. Oh, that was huge. 50% to hit my Silence. And I didn't find the Repentance either. I think I need to play this even though there's a chance that he has Sacrificial Pact. I don't think I can play around Sacrificial Pact at this point. Losing that silence was huge, though. Four. I don't have enough. I mean, I could play Spirit Consecration. Then hit here. Hit there. He goes down to 10. But 10 is not enough. But he can have Gul'dan next turn. It has to be the Spirit Consecration. Yeah, he stabilized. He stabilized in the end. Gul'dan, and he wins. I just can't beat Gul'dan from here. Or can I? With equality Avenging Rat, actually. Because there's no Void Lords. Oh! You took some damage. Ha! Ha ha ha! Might not even be a Spirit Keep against Hunter. Hunter kept the entire hand, so more pain is to be expected. Let's see. Okay, it's a Spell Hunter again. Fine. He will pick an Explosive Trap if it's offered. So, around half of the time. He's not going to play 3 cards in a turn. Probably need to be just a Redemption. Now he will play a Secret. They always play a Secret. I'll go Scouting with this fellow. If it happens to be an Explosive Trap, I want to pop it immediately. It's unlikely to be, of course, but I still want to get that Secret out of the way. Another Redemption. Okay. Is there any chance that I can actually use Redemption well? It's pretty difficult. It works nice with the Glass Knight, but it's unlikely that I can set it up so that there's just the Glass Knight on the board. Maybe there is. So we're going to play that. I'm assuming he's not killing this on his turn, so that the Resurrect is not going to get wasted, and then it will die when it attacks into his Secret. And after it dies, then I can do the Glass Knight, and the Glass Knight will be protected by the Secret. That's the current goal here. It was another Wandering Monster. But luckily I'm able to kill that. That's nice. Then we get the Glass Knight down there, and we have the Redemption protecting it. He might have a Deadly Shot here. After all, he is a Secret Hunter. Or he was able to find a Flanking Strike. But unbeknownst to him, but beknownst to us. Ha 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 ha. It's just coming back alive again. And furthermore, now it will kill this minion. And it will lose its Divine Shield. But I have taken damage. So I'm going to play a True Silver Champion, hit the Hunter in the face, regain the Divine Shield, and play another Redemption. So once he kills this again, which he might do this turn with something like a Baited Arrow, but it's going to come back once again. The Baited Arrow was the best possible card he would have here. It's always a little bit painful when they have the best possible card, of course. But at least it came back again. This time I cannot heal myself though, so I cannot bring this back again. And he kept his full hand, so he still has plenty of good stuff left. So my options: I could kill this, and I could play the Wind Fury Harpy. I don't want to play the Spirit, I have nothing to really use with that. But do I want to kill the Devilsaur or not? I think I'll kill the Devilsaur. Because then I can play the Wind Fury Harpy. Don't get the Divine Shield back, of course, So now if he has a second flanking strike, and a second baited arrow, that would be incredibly strong right now. Because then I have this 4/5 that would be challenged. But he might be scared that I might buff the 4/5. So he might want to kill that one instead. So this does create a kind of a dilemma for him. And if he doesn't kill the Glass Knight, then I can equip a Trucial Champion again. And give it Divine Shield again. Well, this was really nice that he had to actually kill command on that. Is that now an explosive trap? I mean, it could be. But this restores health before the explosive trap triggers, right? I think so. Divine Shield is back, and we hit face again. Alright. So far so good. 2 cards still left that he kept. Oh, the Deathstalker. That's a scary fellow. And if the other... Why would you keep Deathstalker? Oh yeah, you do keep Deathstalker against Paladin. Yes, that is correct. So Lich King probably. This one doesn't even have Wind Fury anymore. So this looks like a Lich King turn to me. And protect the fellow again with the Divine Shield. And now, does he have an answer to the Lich King? Maybe from his Deathstalker Exile. I have quite a lot of spells in this deck, so Army of the Dead is not ideal. There's a Deadly Shot. Deadly Shot misses. But that could be like a freezing trap or something. I mean, I could obviously attack and replay. I could attack and I could replay the Lich King. That's not impossible. I will need the Mojo Master next turn, right? Because that's quite likely to be a freezing trap. Well, I can't replay the Lich King immediately because it would go up to 10, cost 8 minions. Not a good ratio. Not a good ratio of spells to minions. I think I don't attack this turn. I'll just do this now. But next turn I will need to play the Mojo Master to deny Zul'jin. Well, that cannot be Zul'jin. You never keep Zul'jin. So close but so far away. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.